Hello, my bookish people, and welcome back. I know it's been a while since I've done a video, but I've been not reading very much, but I have just recently received a new pile of books, and hopefully this might get me reading again. So the first one I've got is by Catherine Faulkner, The Break-In, which is this one here. And it says, Alice didn't mean to kill the intruder. She only meant to stop him hurting her daughter when he burst into the kitchen and grabbed a knife. The police agree that she acted in self-defense, but wrecked with guilt, Alice sets out to apologize to Linda, the mother of the young man she killed, but nothing unfolds as planned. Alice can't bring herself to tell Linda who she really is, and the more Alice learns about Ezra and why he was at her house, the more she starts to wonder whether she really knows what happened that terrible day. So that sounds very interesting. Catherine also wrote Greenwich Park and Other Mothers. Now I have Greenwich Park, although I've not read it yet, but I do want to get The Other Mothers as well. So that's that one. The next one is by D.M. Wright, Dating Men, Series 1, which is this here. And, this is, while Ryan is looking for Mr. Right and avoiding being outed to his best mate, Audrey struggles to escape her horny new colleagues and discovers the culture of harassment and sexual exploitation stems from the very top. When your workplace is a cesspit for wildly inappropriate relations and harassment claims, will Ryan and Audrey ever find love? The odds are stacked against them in such a painful, hilarious search for the man of their dreams. So this is basically a sort of rom-com-ish novel, and it's actually written in the style of a TV series. So it's episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, episode 4. So this is the first one in a series, and I believe it's, let's see how many there are. So it looks as though there are 3 books in the series. So this is book 1. Hopefully I'll get around to reading that soon. And then the next is a series of novels, the Miss Seaton Mysteries, that were created by Heron Carvick. And he wrote the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the series. But then when he passed away, another writer took over them. So the first one is Picture Miss Seaton, and this is when retired art teacher Miss Seaton witnesses a real-life stabbing one night, all she can recall is a shadowy figure. How was she to know that her latest artistic endeavour is a picture-perfect portrait of the killer? Her sketch puts her in perilous position. For the back of her recently inherited cottage in Blooming Green Village, she is fated to be a sitting duck, for murder most foul. So that's the first one. The second one is Miss Seaton Draws the Line, which is this one here. Is Miss Seaton actually drawing a clue to a series of child murders in rural England? Scotland Yard thinks so. And what Miss Seaton is wants Miss Seaton to turn from sketching to catching a killer skilled in the very deadly art. So that's that one. That's book 2. And then book 3 is Which Miss Seaton, which is this one. It might be the thing for maidenly ladies and pernickety aunts, but it wasn't Miss Seaton's cup of tea until Scotland Yard requested her to go undercover to investigate a sinister shenanigans. A flim-flam was afoot, and a prelude to murder most foul. So that's book 3. Book 4 is Miss Seaton Sings. But Miss S is new to air travel. Surely the name Genevieve and Geneva must be the same place. bamboozling both the crooks and the police, who vainly try to keep tabs on her, innocently humiliating, humming fraudsters' musical passwords. She trips gaily along a dangerous trail. Serene amidst every kind of skullduggery, this eccentric English spinster steps in where Scotland Yard stumbles. So that's book 3. Book 4 is Odds on Miss Seaton. Miss S must get a good look at his face to produce a sketch for the police. A simple task, surely. It's not her fault. Things escalate, and she's soon gambling for very high stakes her own life. So that's that one. And then the next one in the series was written by Hampton Charles, Miss Seaton by Appointment. That's that one. It seems there may be a traitor amongst H.M.'s faithful retainers, but while Miss Seaton is viewing royal treasures with Sir Wormley Trump, a plan is being hatched by a titled crook to steal valuables of a different kind. So that's that one. Then Advantage Miss Seaton. Next one. Yet all the eyes following Trish's strokes belong to tennis fans. Her father, a notorious stern judge, has made an enemy who will stop at little to harm him and his daughter. But the wrongdoers have reckoned without the artistic sleuth Miss Emily Seaton, who, with a touch of an umbrella, defeats their game, set and match. So that's that one. And then the last book is Miss Seaton at the Helm. This one here. Also on the good ship Eurydice are her friends Sir George and Lady Covilden, all who know all about Miss S's talent for tripping up wrongdoers, and by coincidence, of course, there are a couple of well-known warring art experts, one of whom soon ends up dead. So that's that one. Now, if you've read any of these, please let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And I'll be back with you shortly. Bye-bye for now.